Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video, and today we are looking at GameStop. I've been off for a few days because I had food poisoning, but we are back. I'm going to look at the most exciting stock on the market and some pretty crazy stuff that's happened over the past couple of days. Citadel has been going absolutely crazy on Twitter, so we're going to be going through those tweets and then some information that proves that they're actually lying. Shock horror, who would have thought that Citadel would lie? Then we're going to talk about the reverse repo numbers, then going to go through at the end a article which is involving JP Morgan, and they're talking about some catastrophic events that can be happening pretty soon. So before we go into GameStop, can you please give a like on the video? And I won't say any more than that on the like. So GameStop is currently at $177.79 a share. If we go to the daily graph here, you will see that GameStop has been even as high as 184, but then has gone down, 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 down. Maybe this is a new short attack because of what's happened with the Ken Griffey lied. Ken Griffin lied, Ken Griffey Jr., Kenneth Griffin lied, and to do with the fact that that was taken off Twitter and then Citadel started posting. But you can see we've actually broke below this new floor mark that I was trying to click on, but you can see we've now gone above it. So let's see if we finish above that on the day and then what happens over the coming days. This was the lowest point it was, but we're currently on the way back up. So yeah, so overall, once again, we take at the yearly chart, it's increasing. That's the key thing. Anyway, next thing here, we want to look at the reverse repo number, and you can see here, this is hot off the press, Wednesday, 29th of September, 2021, and the reverse repo number is $1.415 trillion, which makes it the highest all time. Once again, the first number that's crossed at the 1.4 mark, so that is crazy. So can we have 1.4 trillion likes on this video? Or, you know, whatever you guys think's a fair number. Probably, yeah, I'll take any, it's all good. Anyway, sorry, terrible joke. But you can see here, if we click on the reverse repo operations and let this one load, hopefully this will load. Of course it hasn't because I asked it to load. Well, anyway, you can see that this hasn't updated yet, but we are increasing, and we are going to be hitting the 1.5 trillion mark very, very soon, with the doubling of the counterparty amount from 80 million to 80 million to 160. Next thing, we're not going to go through all of Citadel's tweets here because they had a pretty crazy night. We're just going to be touching upon some of the key points, but there is a lot of straw man attacks, lies, and anything that they want to do to really deflect. So they didn't repost from September 28th. Sorry, that was incorrect. They didn't post from I'm not much of a user of Twitter, but from January, so it's not very active Twitter. And then they went on a bit of a rampage, talking about how that there was Ken Griffin lied, which got them to do these tweets here. That's saying that Ken Griffin lied under oath, and they're saying that's not the case. And here's a particular one that's very interesting. Citadel Securities did not ask Robinhood or any other firm to restrict or limit its trading activity on January 27th. So remember the date, January 27th for the time being. And then they had, oh yeah, it frustrates me that conspiracy theories to no end, obviously trying to use the term conspiracy theorists as a negative attack. And then once again, they're talking about the good things. We've played the formula, markets fair, transparent, resilient, and the envy of the world. Obviously, Citadel were banned from other countries like China or the Shanghai markets because of their shorting activities. But, you know, and there are still few Americans who believe that they land on the moon. Internet and conspiracy Twitter mobs ignore the facts. The fact ale is a preeminent motivator to the retail brokerage community in January 2021. Is this damage control? Probably. Are they trying to deflect? That's probably the key thing. But you're thinking that Citadel, they have, what, 10,000 followers? How many people are really seeing these tweets? Are people who are going to be interested in Citadel or going to use them as a, you know, trading firm and market maker? Are they the ones going to look at their Twitter and go, oh, okay, well, in that case, it's fine. It's weird that it's come out here. But anyway, if we go back that date, January 27th, they mentioned a couple of times, Citadel did not ask Robinhood or any other trading firm to restrict or limit its trading activity on January 27th. So how do you... well, what's the way of saying this? Are they lying? Well, they probably are lying, but they're not lying. They're just telling a statement that's incorrect. They're hiding the truth with a statement that's almost irrelevant in a way, because if we look at January 27th and then go to this this sections of I believe this is a lawsuit between them. So they accepted Citadel Securities proposition made on the 20th of January. So they've been in contact. You can see that Citadel and E-Trade were in communications on the 28th of January. Once again, not the 27th, because where they're talking about the 27th of January, but actually they're doing things on the 28th. So it's lying by omission. Once again, for example, Citadel Security connected with Citadel Securities and Robinhood's Drobnik, sorry for pronouncing it correctly, to coordinate the narrative response to the January 28th trading restrictions. Once again, in contact on those dates. And you can see here, these are high-level employees from Citadel and Robinhood, coordinated by email and via channel chats, etc., etc. And then there was email sent again on the 30th of January. So they are basically saying, oh, you know, say I stole a bag of potatoes, and then I'm saying, I've never stole a bag of strawberries in my life. How dare you say that? That's a weird analogy, but I'm not, you know, I'm deflecting from the actual point of what I did do with something that I didn't do. And I'm correct, I'm true. I never stole those bags of strawberries, but I'm a dirty thief who steals potatoes. Weird analogy. Hopefully that makes sense. But if we look on the days here and then go to January 27th, you can see once again, very interesting day. This was not even the main day. It was January 28th that was the key day here, and they're talking about January 27th. So maybe they didn't do it on January 27th, but we know for damn sure there was a lot of shenanigans on January 28th. And then finally, let me just go to this article, which is from CNBC. JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon cautions a US default would be potentially catastrophic. Jamie Dimon said the country's largest lender has begun scenario planning for how a potential US credit default would affect repo and money markets, client contracts, and its capital ratios. It's like the third time we've had to do this. It is a potentially catastrophic event, he said. And we won't go through the article here. I'll leave a link down below. But basically, it's kind of just showing what we are saying in this community, that things are about to explode. And they're almost preparing you for this. I mean, this is kind of how they do it. They'll say that this is happening and this is happening. And they're you know, putting feelers out there because these guys know what's going to happen. They're on the inside scoop. And they're just probably just preparing people, you know, whoever reading this, that things are going to get bad quickly and soon, and they're going to get very bad. So I think articles like these are just kind of showing that things are not what they seem. Everything looks good and gravy, but in actual fact, we are in a pretty bad place. I mean, if we just quickly go to here and look at the S&P 500, we'll look at I'll look at SPY rather than SPX. You can see here that things are just flying high. People were talking about, oh, we've got this big drop here. It went down from what, 454 to 434. But if you look, I mean, it's still within October. And if we go back to the sort of new bull run that's been post-COVID, it's not out the realms of where it's been. The highs, this is just kind of, it wasn't going to break much of these highs because of what we're seeing, but it's a bit of a correction, similar to what we saw back in September and October. So people were saying that this is it, oh, it's time, everything's going to die, but I don't think that's the case. We're probably going to go a bit higher before things start to go down here. Right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please give a like, comment on your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys next time.